Hi, another day, another traffic gridlock. I spent 3 hours getting across Lagos just to attend a 30-minute meeting. How can we possibly be a top economy when our basic infrastructure, roads, power, rail, is this bad? Why hasn't Nigeria figured this out?
It's the multi-layered Nigerian paradox, my friend. It's not just one thing. It's a crippling combination of funding constraints, governance failures, and systemic corruption.
Corruption is definitely number one for me. Every project, from road construction to power generation, is a hotbed of inflated contracts. The money disappears, and what we get is substandard work that collapses after the first rainy season.
You're absolutely right. Corruption and elite capture are arguably the most destructive forces. Funds meant for a $100 million road project might be inflated to $300 million on paper, with the difference siphoned off. Then, the actual construction uses poor quality materials to save costs, leading to rapid decay. It's an unsustainable cycle of build and fail.
But where is the money even coming from? Don't we make billions from oil?
We do, but that revenue is volatile, and we have a massive infrastructure financing gap. The IMF estimates we need tens of billions of dollars annually, far more than the government can fund alone. Our reliance on oil revenue makes funding unpredictable, and a huge chunk of our national revenue goes into debt servicing.
So we can't afford it, but we also can't attract enough private investment?
Exactly. The government is cash-strapped, which means we desperately need public-private partnerships, PPPs. However, private investors, domestic and foreign, are often discouraged by the unstable policy environment and the same high-level corruption you mentioned. They worry about regulatory changes, contract breaches, and getting a return on their investment when the operating costs are so high due to power issues and insecurity.
I also think the government's approach is flawed. Look at the power sector. It was partially privatized years ago, yet we still have terrible electricity.
That points to poor governance and policy inconsistency. The power sector is a classic example. Issues like gas constraints, non-cost reflective tariffs where the government keeps prices artificially low, and high commercial losses mean the private operators struggle to invest and maintain the infrastructure. Frequent changes in government also lead to abandoned projects, because the new administration doesn't prioritize the old one's plans.
And let's not forget how slow the bureaucracy is. Getting approvals or negotiating a deal with a government agency can take years.
That's the bureaucratic red tape and the overly centralized federalism. Key sectors like power and transportation are heavily controlled by the federal government, limiting the ability and incentive of state governments to take initiative and innovate infrastructure solutions tailored to their local needs.
It's frustrating, man. It affects my business, my employees, and every Nigerian's quality of life. Is there any hope?
There is, but it requires a fundamental shift, a stronger push for transparency and accountability, a more robust framework for PPPs that guarantees investor security, and perhaps a genuine move towards decentralization so states and local communities can manage and finance their essential services. Until we tackle corruption head-on and ensure policy continuity, we'll be stuck in this slow lane.